What's going on, people? I hope everybody is cool. So, I wanted to hop on here real quick, man, and just talk about why Donald Trump is the greatest president to ever walk the face of the earth. Okay? He is indeed the greatest. We got to talk about this, man. The greatness of, what he just did here. All right. Now, the greatest president in history, Donald Trump, has done it again. All right. See, the man is out here making moves that prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that he is truly looking out for the American people. All right? And by looking out, I mean looking out for people who actually don't need to be looked out for. Let's talk about the Police Accountability Database.
President Trump has ordered the shutdown of the first nationwide database that tracks misconduct by federal police officers. The move fulfills a campaign promise to reverse police reforms that came out of the 2020 Black Lives Matter protests. The National News Desk, Jeff Harris, joins us. And Jeff, I know this database was established back in 2022 following an executive order from President Biden. Tell us more about how it was used.
So the creation of the National Law Enforcement Accountability Database, DD, required that all federal law enforcement agencies screen personnel, all of them. Now, the objective, prevent officers with a history of abuse from moving in between departments.
Let's talk about it. Let me break it on down to the ground. All right. Now, back in 2023, the U.S. government, under that wild, radical, woke administration of Joe Biden, right, decided that it might be a good idea to keep track of federal police officers who had, I don't know, a little history of excessive force, racial profiling, corruption, okay, unjust shootings, etc. Or just in general, the, I do what I want to do because I'm the popo attitude. Okay. Now, they called that system the National Law Enforcement Accountability Database, right? Now, what did this evil, anti-freedom, anti-police, socialist database system actually do for the American people? Let's talk about it. It didn't do anything, right? It just helped prevent cops who got fired for abusing their power from hopping over to another department like it's a game of musical chairs, right? Or checkers. It made sure officers with a track record of bad behavior couldn't just slide into a new gig, where they could continue their fine police work of bad behavior, right? That's what the Police Accountability Database did. It just made sure that crooked cops couldn't get fired somewhere, then just go and join another department to be a crooked cop, right? But don't worry, though. Don't worry, because our fearless leader, Mr. Donald Trump, just got rid of that system.
Trump has ordered the database on federal police misconduct shut down. President Trump has ordered the shutdown of the first nationwide database tracking misconduct by federal police officers. The database prevented bad cops from jumping from agency to agency. Trump reversed Biden's order creating the database, even though Trump proposed the idea himself.
Okay? He came in and said, nah, we don't need all that accountability nonsense because, you see, in MAGA's world, okay, in the mind of somebody who likes to free up crooked cops, all right. If you make a mistake like, I don't know, brutalizing citizens or violating people's civil rights, you should absolutely get a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th chance to possibly get hired by another department and to do it again. He said the database contained too many woke and anti-police ideas, which we all know is just code word for anything that holds powerful people accountable, and also a code word for black. Okay? Because the database came into play during the height of the George Floyd demonstrations. Okay? And so, MAGA and them, they got to get that out of here, Oh, Lord. This got to go, Joe. It got to go. Okay? Now, let's be real for a second, man. The database, the police accountability database, was actually a good thing. Imagine that, keeping track of corrupt cops, making sure they can't just slide from one department to the next, making sure justice actually means something. Crazy idea, right? Almost like something you do if you actually cared about fairness, safety, and I don't know, not letting bad cops continue to be bad cops. But nah, not under MAGA. You better let a bad cop be a bad cop under MAGA. Who you think you is coming in here trying to stop police corruption? You bet not be trying to stop no corruption under MAGA. Didn't MAGA. It's MAGA. Okay? Because nothing says law and order like making sure there are zero consequences for rogue cops and for law enforcement officers who break the law on a daily basis with racism and corruption and the hatred in their hearts. Nothing says law and order and nothing says protecting the American people like making sure the people with badges don't have to answer for their actions, right? Right? And this, my friends, is why Donald Trump is the greatest president ever. I mean, he looked at the police accountability system, designed to hold crooked cops accountable for their nonsense and said, nope, not on my watch. Okay, not on my watch. He saw a chance to keep track of the worst officers and make sure they didn't get rehired elsewhere and said, nah, they deserve a second shot. They deserve a second chance. Okay. He saw an opportunity to actually help the American people when it comes to dealing with crooked cops, particularly those who have been victims of bad policing, and said, nah, let's do the opposite. Let's do the opposite. Let's shut this system down. We don't want to hold any crooked, wicked, demonic, evil, devil worshiping cops accountable. Okay. So there you have it, man. There you have it. Another genius move by Donald Trump, making sure that bad cops stay employed, corruption stays unchecked, and the American people stay real confused as to why accountability is such a scary word for MAGA. But hey, man, what do you know? I'm just a guy who thinks maybe, just maybe, if you do bad things as a cop, you shouldn't be able to keep being a cop, right? But that's just being all woke and, logical and all that, man. But let me know what you all think, man. Tune into the comments, talk about it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and, keep on voting MAGA. My God. MAGA. And with that being said, man, you all know what I like to say. Jesus Christ is Lord, man. You got witchcraft in you, demonic entities, and you get them up out of you because the devil is at work, man. Peace.